My mother, my rival. A postpartum betrayal. They say betrayal cuts deepest when it comes from those you'd never suspect. But nothing, and I mean nothing, can prepare you for the day you find out your mother, the woman who gave you life, is sleeping with your husband. This is not fiction. This is my truth. I'm Emma, and what I'm about to share with you is the story of how my mother, young, stunning, dangerously beautiful, lured my husband into an affair during my most vulnerable time, right after I gave birth. And how I found out? Because of one single family photo. I had just turned 24 when I gave birth to my daughter. She was the light of my world. I was exhausted, recovering, learning how to be a mother. But I had my husband, Daniel, who I thought was the love of my life. And I had my mom, Clara, who came to stay with us during postpartum. Now here's the twist. My mother had me when she was just 16. That means when I had my daughter, she was only 40. But more than her age, it was her looks. Clara didn't look like a mother. She looked like a goddess. Long wavy hair, flawless skin, a figure that turned heads even at the supermarket. Everywhere we went, people thought she was my sister. Some even mistook her for Daniel's wife. She was vibrant, flirtatious in a harmless way, or so I thought, and confident. But she had one flaw. She always needed male attention. She thrived on it. And somehow I never saw her as a threat. After all, she was my mother. She moved in 2 days after I gave birth. She cooked, helped with the baby, rubbed my swollen feet. I was grateful. I was blind. The first red flag came early. I woke up from a nap one afternoon and found Clara and Daniel laughing in the kitchen. Too close, too playful. It felt off. But I was tired. I chalked it up to hormones. Then I started noticing more. Daniel, who barely cared about appearances, suddenly started dressing better, smelling nicer, shaving daily. Clara, who always wore oversized loungewear around the house, started wearing fitted clothes, leggings, tank tops, her figure on full display. Still, I said nothing. I told myself, this is my mother. She loves me. She would never. But my instincts were not quiet. They were screaming. One night, I walked into the living room to find them sitting close on the couch. The TV was on, but neither of them was watching. Their conversation stopped the moment they saw me. The next morning, Clara made me pancakes like nothing happened. She kissed me on the forehead and told me I needed to rest. Daniel held our daughter and smiled, and I felt crazy. Clara was scheduled to leave that weekend. She had spent 6 weeks with us. On her last morning, I suggested we take a picture. All 4 of us. My baby girl in my arms, Daniel beside me, Clara on the other end. The perfect picture. The kind you frame. Clara asked me, "Send it to my phone, Em. I want to keep this one." I took her phone, unlocked it casually. She never used a password with me. I opened the photo app. That's when I saw it. My heart stopped. There was a hidden folder, titled FWD, forwarded. Out of curiosity, I opened it. What I saw made me drop the phone. Selfies of Daniel in our bedroom, shirtless. Voice notes from Clara. "Last night, you were amazing. I've never felt that way before." Texts. "Daniel, I dreamt about you again." Clara, "You should sneak in again tonight. I'll leave the door open." I froze. My fingers went numb. My breath became shallow. They'd been doing it under my roof for weeks. While I bled, while I breastfed, while I cried in silence. I didn't say a word. I simply walked into the living room, where Clara and Daniel were sipping tea, talking about how she was going to miss her granddaughter. I threw the phone on the table. "Play the voice note," I said. Clara's face went pale. Daniel shifted in his seat. I pressed play. Her moaning voice filled the room like poison. No one moved. Then she stood slowly and said, "Emma, I didn't mean for this to happen. Didn't mean for this to happen? You seduced my husband," I shouted. "You crawled into his bed while I was in stitches, healing from childbirth." Daniel tried to speak. I told him to shut his disgusting mouth. And then Clara said something I will never forget. "Emma, I'm pregnant." The walls collapsed around me. I don't remember much after that. Just screaming, sobbing, trembling, and begging God to wake me up from this horror. She begged me to forgive her. Daniel said he got confused, that it wasn't love, but it didn't matter. The damage was already done. I told them both to get out. That same day, I didn't care where they went. I didn't care what they did. Clara gave birth months later. A boy, my daughter's uncle and her half-brother. Can you even imagine trying to explain that to a child? Daniel is still alive. We are not together. He tries to be present for our daughter, but I don't let him near me. Not ever. Clara tried to contact me, sent pictures of her son, wrote letters. I burned them, all of them. People ask if I ever forgave her. The answer is no. Some wounds don't heal. Some betrayals rot deep in the bones. They were supposed to protect me. She was supposed to be my shield, my mother, my home. He was supposed to be my partner, my comfort, my love. Instead, they became my nightmare. So here I am, a single mother with scars you can't see, and a story that sounds too cruel to be true. But it is. To every woman watching this, listen to your instincts, even the ones that seem impossible. Because sometimes, the knife in your back is held by the one who once rocked you to sleep.